Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. In the last episode we, pushed through a bunch of different rifts and we've been trying to see how things go now that we've got the Staff of the Chiroptera in the cube. Things seem to be going alright. We're able to kill stuff either ranged with Haunt because of the piece of the Jade Harvester set that we've got, or up close because of the Ring of Emptiness and the Staff of the Chiroptera giving us that extra damage boost. It's a pretty good combination. In addition, the Bakuli Jungle Wraps, if we hit Locust Swarm on something, it takes even more damage. So it's all multiplicative damage sources, but damage reduction is our problem. Until we get 4 pieces of the Arachyr set, and we've only got 1, we're not going to get that 50% damage reduction from there, or until we get the Traveler's Pledge so we can set up the Endless Walk. Again, another thing that's just not really going our way. So we're going to run another rift. We're going to keep working on our legendary gems, at least get Bane of the Stricken up, and see if we can just generally progress our character a little bit. So we're straight on in, sucking people's life out. Let's not stand in the middle of that. That's kind of nasty. We want a Haunt and a Locust Swarm on you. Now we are using Nemesis Braces, so conduits like this very quickly turn into good progression. Just need to make sure I keep up the Soul Harvest stacks as we go. And get all of these Death's Breaths. Lovely. Oh, hello you. Right, this is definitely going to be worth this. Doing some haunting and locust swarming. There we go. Look at all these materials. Okay, let's take a moment to see what we've got. We're getting quite a few of those gelatinous sires. That's a staff. If that's the Staff of the Chiroptera, I'm going to laugh so much because it took us so long to make one. It's the Diviner. Yeah. Well, we're full of stuff, so we may as well head back and salvage it up, and then we'll carry on with the rift. But we did get a huge influx of Death's Breaths there. So we're up to 24, which is awesome. We'll be able to make an item before we finish the rift. May as well salvage both of these up because they're not going to give us any benefit. Okay, back in we go. Now I need some... There we go. I was going to say some mobs up close for me to do my soul harvest. It is such a cool combination. I should really actually put the different skills back now. Because before I changed my Spirit Walk so that we would get more mana back. We don't need that anymore. And also I changed Haunts so that we would shoot 2 Haunts out. And we don't really need that. Ooh, geez, that was a bit of a slowdown. There we go. Because a lot of our damage is coming straight from the Locust Swarm combined with the Firebats. If we need the extra damage, we can do an individual Haunt. But we don't need it to be multiples, really. Let's push on to the next area. And before we get too involved, can I change the skills now? Right. Okay, so Haunt. We're putting that back to Poison Spirit, so they take 20% more damage from the attacks. That's going to be the best one for us. For Spirit Walk, Honoured Guest is nice. We did have Umbral Shock, but maybe Healing Journey, and we could use it as an emergency get out. Yeah, let's do Healing Journey. So just switching that over a little bit. We'll keep Locust Swarm, so that it jumps between mobs. That's where we're getting most of the benefit from it. And Firebats, of course, is staying as Cloud of Bats. We will change this across to Hex eventually, but until we get 3 pieces of the Arachyr set, there's no point in us doing that. Geez, that is a lot of poison damage on the ground. I can't wait until we get some form of damage reduction. Oh, this is going to hurt. Pop. And that's just Locust Swarm that's giving us that extra damage boost. I mean, we do have Convention of the Elements, of course. We can't be forgetting that. But that wasn't adding any extra haunts on top. That was just keeping the Locust Swarm spreading between mobs. Stop charging into me and then flaming me. Like, really inconvenient. Yeah, the only time haunts are getting out at the moment is when I accidentally click on mobs. Because we don't need that extra damage boost. Yeah, this is, let's say, working. Hectic is another way of putting it. Okay. Nearly time for the Rift Guardian. Our poor Templar is doing his absolute best, but there's only so much he can really do. Right, this is one that we're definitely going to get maximum damage on. Grab all of these. Right, we're going to clear the area just to make it safe before we head back. Fine, you can have a haunt. You can have a haunt. You can have a haunt. You can all have some locusts. Another staff. Oh my god, guys, just leave me alone. I want to go back to town. Right, you all done? Good. We're going to have to repair our stuff as well. Tormentor. Tormentor is a terrible staff. I don't think any character really benefits from mobs running away. Salvage all that. Repair. And goodbye, Tormentor. Okay, let's talk to Kadala, and we'll start asking about trousers.
Don't forget, luck always. I cannot afford that.
We have the Arachyr's legs. We have a Spider Queen. Spider Queen. She's going to be doing her own thing, but she's brilliant. She slows enemies down, so they're going to be taking extra damage from our Bane of the Trapped. The webs themselves do damage. In addition, it's a start. It's a start. We only need one more bit of the Arachyr set, and then we'll actually have 4-piece set bonus from both of them. So I'm really, really happy about that. We do lose a little bit of toughness, And also I kind of want to well, I suppose I could reroll the Vitality or the Fireball. Either of those. Let's put this in here because we're not using it. And let's see what we can reroll. And the next thing we're going to want to gamble then is going to be a helmet. So we could turn this into... armor. Or life per second. Armor's probably going to be the best. There we go. That's actually a pretty good armor roll. And with enough Death's Breaths, let's make ourselves a ceremonial knife that we can try and upgrade. I'm sure this is not going to go well. There's a lot of potential options. So don't hold your breath, everyone. But upgrade rare item. Oh, look, it's the Dagger of Darts. Exactly what we have, but worse. Let's just salvage all that and pretend it didn't happen. Still, it is moving forwards, which is what we want. This is not the place I wanted to put them. So I've tidied up our stuff. I upgraded our gems in between the episodes, like I said I would. So we're a little bit more powerful anyway. Our Templar is still woefully undergeared, but he's not going to get any attention for quite a while. Yeah, let's jump back in, and we'll get another one on the go. So it's not really much improving us having that having that 2-piece Arachyr set bonus. The spider's nice. Additional pets are always welcome. But we're not getting the damage reduction from the 4-piece set bonus. So that's still something to come later. And we're not getting the damage bonus from the 6-piece bonus. So there's still a lot more to come. But finally, we have managed to get another bit of the set. So I'm not going to complain about how little we've got. So that would be rather ungrateful. If RNGesus wants to shine on us just for a moment, then I will take it. I will take that shining moment. And we will spin with it. Oh, Conduit. Now, Conduits were kind of rare right at the start of the season, but we seem to be getting quite a few at the moment. It's probably just, you know, random number generator falling into a bit of a... Oh, no, you don't. Falling into a bit of a pattern. Like when we get 17 of the same kind of staff, but... pushing it to the limit. That's what we're doing. Yeah. Let's move on to the next. In fact, we'll just double check. No, there's no elites in the corner. Move on to the next area. Yeah, without that damage reduction, we would get ourselves in trouble if we up the difficulty. So Torment 7's, well, Torment 7 GR32 is where I'm comfortable at the moment. Right, we've got locusts on you, so let's just get you done. You got your medication, you got your locusts. Right, now just apply fire until the pain goes away. Yeah. Ooh, I see a new mob to target. And let's not be right in the middle of that. As fun as all that flamey... Another haunt on him. You'll pop him that way. Because we've still got those the set bonus from the Jade Harvester set, so we've still got that as an option if we want to just nuke someone remotely. And actually, as far as playstyles go, once we get the if we get the headpiece for the Arachyr set, running the two of them as 4-piece sets with the Ring of Raw Grandeur and the cube, it's not going to be terrible until we get the last bits that we actually want. Yeah, that was a little bit electric. But we would desperately need that damage reduction. And then we can work on getting our Templar the joys of eternal life. And then we can switch over to using Unity in the queue. And then we'll have another 50% damage reduction on top of the Toad of Hugeness one that we're using, or will be using. So, as far as plans go, I think it's nice and solid. It's a good build. Right, Horn and Locust and Flamey goodness. Ceremonial Knife. We need a Ceremonial Knife. I hope it's the right one. In the meantime, Bane and the Stricken up. Up. Sacred Harvester. It is spot on what we wanted. This is really good for us. Soul Harvest now stacks up to 10 times. Well, we are definitely going to use that. Okay, let's carry on putting these up kind of evenly. That makes me really happy. That makes me so happy. Okay, now the Sacred Harvester. It's a reasonable weapon. We could re-roll it or reforge it and then use a Ramalama Ding Dong on it as well. Let's just see how many Forgotten Souls have I got? I could afford to do it twice and we might end up with an ancient one. Let's try it. Okay, that's a solid one. I'll try it one more time. It's still pretty solid. So we're getting a little bit of a damage boost compared to our current one. We'll probably re-roll that mana regen into extra damage and we'll add a socket with a Ramalama Ding Dong. And that'll do for the moment. So mana regen. Yeah, we can just put that straight into an extra 10% damage. We'll take the Vitality for the moment. 7% damage, and we're out of Forgotten Souls. That'll be fine. We're going to salvage up the Furnace, and that is a worse convention of elements, so we'll salvage that up as well. Take this out. Use a Ramalama Ding Dong on it. And there we go. Like 50% extra damage. Not quite 50% extra damage, but let's... Oh yeah, I need to salvage these up first. So the Dagger of Darts is done as well. That goes. I think we had a spare. So that can go as well. And we can just try and get that 7% up a little bit higher. No. I'm not going to complain because we didn't have it a moment ago and now we do. So, brilliant, brilliant. In fact, I should probably put some gems in the trousers before I forget. That goes in there. In fact, let's make better gems than that. So, Topaz. Yeah, we can get one Flawless Imperial and one regular. I need more goblins. That's what I need. Okay, so we've got 2 bits of the Arachyr set now. We've got 3 bits of the Jade Harvester set. The next thing we're going to want to gamble is going to be the headpiece. Yeah.
What a steal. I cannot afford that.
Not massively disappointed that we didn't get it. We're out of all of our resources, but we have made progress. So let's jump in and we'll do another Greater Rift. In fact, I'm going to put it up to 33 this time. Zombie dogs out. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to have to watch out. Seven stacks. 7 stacks isn't huge, but 10 stacks. 10 stacks is huge. 10 stacks is I'm pretty certain it's the most you can get. So I am going to oversell it for everything it is. And the reason it's important is because it's improving our armor with each stack. It also does a small amount of damage when we activate it, but that's not nearly as important. Certainly not for this build. And we get a small amount of healing as well, but again, it's a nice to have, but not essential. This is really becoming a spin to win, and that's really what I wanted. So I am incredibly happy. Can't believe that didn't get all of them. Yeah, let's go up this way. No more elite in this area? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well we'll do some randoms. And then let's scooch on out. Fire chains is, of course, very dangerous, but if we get him fast enough and kill them before they put the chain out, then it can work. These guys, on the other hand, let's just charge on through. Lovely. 2 sets really quickly. And a power pylon, because we need even more damage. Don't make me run away. That's just a bad idea waiting to happen. Right, let's push on. So, as I've said, our killing ability is not really in question at the moment, but our survivability definitely is. As we do get a bit more powerful, I'm going to be edging things up, which is why we're running a 33 now. But we do need something to give us some damage mitigation before we go much higher than this. I honestly thought they would have got pulled in with the S of Johan then. Okay, did I leave anyone left alive up here? I did! Alright, refresh the soul harvest stacks, use them for a little bit of a boost. and onto these guys next. Flamey, flamey, flamey goodness. With the Rift Guardians here, let's grab this just to make it a bit more difficult for a second. We need a haunt on you. We need this on. Okay. Apparently you were already haunted, but I hadn't noticed. Oh, we got the kitty! We got 2 mojos out of that, and Aquila and Krelm's Belt. So none of them massively interesting. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's hope the rest of our upgrades go a little bit better. In fact, we'll ID our bits first. So yeah, Soul Harvest getting the effect of every single rune from the Jade Harvesters set means we're getting extra maximum mana. That's nice, don't care too much. Life for every harvested enemy, that's good for a current heal. Increasing armor, that's really what we care about. 5% increased movement speed is also nice because that's giving us a pretty hefty boost. And Vengeful Spirit, of course, doing a little bit of damage to them. Let's put these in there. And it's interesting, but don't really care that much. It's a tiny kitty. So cute. And, of course, Gazing Demise, we've already got one of. Aquila we've already got. That's a wizard one as well. Right, so that's getting saved for the cube. That's getting saved for the cube. The rest are getting salvaged. It meows. That's so cute. That is so cute. It is absolutely adorable is what it is. Let's bump it up to Torment 8, and we'll try a regular Rift, and we'll see how terrifying it is. Now, bearing in mind, we aren't quite powerful, but it's the damage reduction that is going to really be problematic. Zombie Dog's out. We are getting a little bit from our mojo. And we're getting a bit more from the Soul Harvest now. So it's just whether we can kind of like keep on top of everything, I guess. And as long as there's not too many things at once, it should be fine. Obviously, the shield pylon is going to help us. We don't need to worry about any of this for the moment. In fact, while we've got the shield pylon, let's try and take out as many of the big guys as we can. There is a lot of ranged ones in this this rift. That is going to be less than ideal later on. Yeah, just not standing in the middle of the explosions. The rest of it, though, is fine so far. Tiny, tiny section of the rift. If there's ranged mobs in this area, it's going to be pretty nasty. I think we won that, but it was a little bit janky. Mostly because I couldn't really see what was going on beyond the edge of the screen. Our life on hit is not really life on hit. In fact, we may not have any life on hit. I may need to check that out. Go get him, spider! Just see it scooching around all over the place, doing its thing. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's dangerous, but it's manageable. The Rift Guardian's going to be the real test, though. That's always the case, isn't it? Nice. Always like getting stuff I can salvage. Whichever amulet it is, we know we're going to salvage it. Watching my health carefully. Yeah, we're not going to go near the cat, we're just going to nuke it from range. At least that's the plan. We don't seem to be really hitting it with the haunts. Alright, we're nearly back up with our soul harvest stacks. Hey, nice group. Well, it's not actually as big as I thought it was going to be. Well, we'll keep hunting. How about you guys? Yeah, that's alright. Spin to win is going very nicely for us. At the moment, Elemental is definitely our weakest position. Ooh, lovely, double death breaths. The advantage of being on Torment 8. Better drops, better drops, better drops, and better experience. Okay. There's so many of them. Yeah, that time it worked. Maybe it's just if you don't hold it down, it doesn't end up connecting properly. Looks like there's another special mob. And there is the Rift Guardian. This is not doing as much damage as I expected or hoped. I mean, it is still doing a lot of damage, but maybe it didn't get hit with the Locust Swarm. Either way, eliminated without too much hassle. Let's head on back to town and we'll hand this in. Now, with the couple of bits that we got there, let's ask for helmets.
Overburdened.
The Jade Harvester's helmet. That is so typical. That is so typical. So we could change to the full 6. We could run a 6-piece Jade Harvesters at the moment. I don't want to do that. This is not about the Jade Harvesters set. As much as the game is trying to push me towards it. Jade Harvester's helmet can stay right there. We could look at the dungeon though. I mean, that would be interesting. In the meantime, let's salvage up the rest of what we have, and we'll put that point in there. And I think that's probably going to be a good point to finish this episode off. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you are continuing to enjoy these episodes. We are having to go sideways before we go forwards, but we are still making progress forwards. And with 2 pieces of the Arachyr set and the Sacred Harvester, we've made really good progress today. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Diablo 3. See you soon.